Every doctor who told me to change my diet is dead now. Every single one. In 1978, a doctor told me to stop cooking with olive oil. Too much fat, he said. He died in 1991. Heart attack. In 1985, another told me to switch to margarine because it was healthier than butter. He died in 2003. Heart attack. In 1992, a nutritionist told me to eat less salt and more low-sodium processed foods from packages. She is gone too, and I am still here, still cooking my own food, still walking to the market, still standing in my kitchen at 101 years old. I came to this country in 1947 from Calabria, the poorest part of Italy. We didn't have restaurants. We had gardens. We had beans soaking on the stove. We had bread rising under a cloth. We had olive oil in reused bottles on the counter. What we did not have was processed food. I look at what people eat now, and I want to cry. Food that comes in boxes with ingredients you can't pronounce. Bread that could survive a nuclear war. Drinks that glow in the dark and call themselves diet. And then people wonder why they are exhausted at 40. So I am going to tell you what I eat. Not pills, not powders, not whatever they sell at 3 a.m. on television. Real food, real extra virgin olive oil. Green, peppery. It burns a little at the back of your throat. That burn, that's life. I use it every day on bread, in soup, over vegetables. My mother called it liquid gold. She was right. The longest living people in the world eat olive oil every single day. That is not an accident. White beans, lentils, chickpeas, peasant food. We ate beans because we couldn't afford meat. And those peasants outlived the rich men eating steak every night. Beans fill you without harming you. Every region where people live past 100, they eat beans daily, not iceberg lettuce. That is water pretending to be a vegetable. Spinach, escarole, broccoli rabe, dandelion greens from the hillside. We sautéed them in olive oil with garlic. Bitter is good for you. People today are afraid of bitter. Garlic in everything. My husband used to joke I was keeping vampires away. Maybe I was. Garlic lowers blood pressure, fights infection, protects the heart. My grandmother didn't know the science. She knew it worked, cooked in olive oil. When you cook tomatoes, you release something called lycopene. I learned that word from my grandson. We just called it sauce. A handful every day. Almonds, walnuts, good fat, brain fat. 2 to 3 extra years of life for a handful of nuts. Why wouldn't you? Real bread. Sourdough, whole wheat, not white bread that lasts 2 weeks without molding. If it doesn't rot, why are you eating it? Sardines, anchovies, mackerel, the fish nobody wants. Those are the best ones, full of oil that feeds your brain. 1 glass with dinner, not a bottle. 1 glass. The problem is not wine. The problem is excess. Every day. An orange, a pear, berries when I can get them. Fruit was dessert in my house. There was no debate. That is it. Olive oil, beans, greens, garlic, tomatoes, nuts, whole grains, fish, wine, fruit. No subscription, no superfood powder, no miracle cure. Just food your great-grandmother would recognize. But listen carefully. Food is not everything. I have watched people eat perfectly and die young because they were miserable. And I have watched people eat terribly and live long because they had a reason to wake up. You must move. I never went to a gym. I walked to church, to the market, up the stairs when the elevator was broken. I stood cooking for hours. Movement is life. I buried 3 of my children: Maria, breast cancer; Anthony, colon cancer; Vincent, car accident. Each funeral felt like it would kill me. It did not. I kept cooking. I kept walking. I kept going. Not because I wanted to, because stopping is dying. Loneliness kills faster than butter ever will. You need people, not necessarily a romantic partner. Just someone who would notice if you didn't wake up tomorrow. Join something. Volunteer. Talk to your neighbors. This is not optional. It is survival. I am 101 years old. I still live alone. I still cook. I still walk to the market even when my knees scream. Because the day I stop cooking is the day I will probably die. And that day is not today. Living this long is not about avoiding death. It is about living well until you cannot eat well. Move daily. Love people. Have something to do. I have fed hundreds at my table. Weddings, funerals, ordinary Tuesdays. This is what I was put here to do. Now I am feeding you. Take it or leave it, but do not say nobody told you, because I just did. And now, if you will excuse me, I have soup on the stove.